Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me again to Music with Nick. Today we got a new marathon by Kevin 11, and I'm super excited because this one I've never heard of. Finally, well, not finally. We're gonna mostly focus on the band called The War on Drugs. And but we're also gonna do some a song by Kurt Weill, which I'm sure is related to the war on drugs. But I have an email that I'm gonna read to you guys, and this is what I love that you guys sometimes add a little bit. I mean, I can also do it without. You don't have to do this, but it's a nice touch, that I can give a little introduction to what you guys are presenting with your marathon. So this, of course, as you know, is sponsored by Kevin, and as we know him as Kevin 11, and that's how he basically, that's his name on the internet, on YouTube. It says, pass the torch. First, I would like to shout a shout out to Ron. I think that's what, because it says I would like a shout to Ron, maybe a shout out for the first War on Drugs marathon. Yes, it is one of my favorites and inspired me for the. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Okay, War on Drugs marathon. I don't know. Yes, now it makes sense. Okay, so it's a shout out to Ron for the first War on Drugs marathon, and this what inspired this one. It's not my first language. There's a language barrier. Bear with me. I'm sorry. Okay, so War on Drugs have been a favorite of mine for 10 years, from back when I took my granddaughter to see them at an all ages outdoor show in Portland in 2014. The secret spice to War on Drugs is having an organ player and a synth player who also play the larger barrow sax. Now it says, Nick, I challenge you to recognize that ghostly sax in the back drop of these songs. So let's see who the player is. The drummer is a journeyman, plus the bass player and rhythm guitar are wonderful. Now it says here, Adam from WOD's and Kurt Weill's long friendship is awesome and formed their mutual love for Dylan, like Bob Dylan, I think. Plus, both being from Philadelphia. Kurt was on the first War on Drugs album, but went solo after that. Kurt Weill ranked about 210 on Rolling Stone's greatest guitar list, with some of the best tones I've heard. It's well known that they'll fill in for each other's members regularly in each other's bands. Very cool. So yeah, now I don't agree. Mostly the people all the way at the back of those lists are the best ones. Like literally 200, like guitar player 250 should be up there on at number 5. I just don't agree with those lists. They're just, it's more like a popularity contest. It's not who's actually a better musician, but I understand, because I've seen those lists and I'm like, all my favorite guitar players are literally not on there or way, in the back. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense, so it's more like who made more money, who's more popular. It's not who's the better writer or composer. But that's cool. I mean, to be on that list must be pretty awesome. So, the first song, it says here, the first song is Red Eye from 2013 from the second album. This was the song that hooked me. This song is a progression from start to finish. Song 2, Up All Night, 2017. The Up All Night is a beautiful song. However, this masterpiece touches the emotional side of isolation and being an introvert, a bit heavy for some. This song has an outro that sounds like diamonds. All right. Arm Arms Like Boulders, 2006, from their first War on Drugs album with Kurt Vile. I must comment on here where these guys had their heads as very young artists. The Dylan-esque production of the song is pretty rough, but the lyrics and the message are powerful. It's impressive as a stepping stone in their young careers. All right. I'm going to, of course, once I, put these songs back on, or once I put them on, I'm going to read through this by myself, right? And then number 4, Kurt Vile solo, Loading Zones. It says here 2019, not really sure. His solo stuff shows his eclectic style with tones that taste like butterscotch to me. I wouldn't know about that because I don't drink, but everybody knows that. So, and then song number 5, War on Drugs, Holding On, 2017. I might pick. Okay, this is more like about the whole time. It says here. These old souls are ready to take the torch from the generation of old rockers who will be moving on soon. So, all right. Well, thank you so much again, Kevin, for this. You wrote me like an entire little DOC here. Thank you. And that's it. I'll be going through it again, but now let's focus on the actual music. I'm totally ready for Red Eyes, Up All Night, Arms Like Boulders, Loading Zones, and Holding On. So here we go with the first one from Lost in the Dream. And here we go. Let's see what this all is about. I can't wait. So here we go. Nice.
But you
I really like it, and I remember now the marathon by Ron that you were talking about with the war on drugs and Greta Van Fleet and newer bands, and I put in the description even like, hey, you know, rock is alive and well, newer rock. So I'm super happy because I just saw they're going to be live in September, 2 days before my birthday, here in Denver. We've been there. We saw ZZ Top in that amphitheater, and also we saw Hot Tuna, and we saw what did we saw? We've seen so much there. I think the other one was, I can't remember now. I can't. It's okay. But I love the style. The only thing I could think of is like, you know, like old like I think late 80s Dire Straits, you know, comes to mind. Not the voice, but the style, you know, the music. And that's the only thing it would remind me of. It sounds really original. So, but yeah, really, really cool. I love it. I'm loving it. And also the mix, I don't know, like you were talking about, it's a bit, you know, like you can't really hear him that well, but I think it's like on purpose, you know, the voice, like it's a little bit drowned in the music, but I like that sometimes, you know, like that's not a negative. And yeah, like you say, there is an inspiration to, you know, Bob Dylan. You know, there is a kind of like it's not the same music, but I see the connection about the kind of singing, you know. But yeah, okay. So this was from Lost in the Dream, 2014. Now we're gonna go to 2017. A Deeper Understanding is the album. The track is Up All Night. And let's go. I'm really liking this. Very, very cool. Let's keep going.
I don't know
So here I can really like, I really feel, you know, the Bob Dylan esque, you know, influence, the way he delivers those lyrics. And I do it all the time, you know, just to joke around because I love Bob Dylan. And you know, I love his kind of like his style, you know, because when we were watching Where the World, he was kind of totally out of his element. All these people doing all these falsetto voices and scales, and he's like you can really see that he's not comfortable. He's like, this is not my style. Like, what am I doing here? You know? So, and then I love that Stevie Wonder kind of like took him, you know, aside and was like, hey, you know, just deliver it like you do, you know, just do you, just be you. And so those lines we always sing, Alexia and I, because it's freaking adorable, and we love Bob Dylan, and he's such an amazing, you know, addition to music and music history and culture. And but he's such a different person. And I've always understood like musicians that are more on the outside, you know, that are like, you know, they don't go along with everybody else, you know. So I just love that he was kind of like, you know, such an amazing and important person, but he was still, you know, insecure, you know. But I love his style. I've always loved it. I've always, you know, the couple of songs that I do know before doing these reaction videos, I was always like, I love this, you know. And then I think we saw a movie where 4 actors actually portray Bob Dylan. I don't really remember what it's called, but really cool. But yeah, but the music here is very cool. The vocals and the singing, the style, you know, it's just very cool. So yeah, so far so good. I'm really liking it. Very, very cool. Very good music. All right, let's keep going. Very good. Very, very good. But yeah, this one definitely had, that Bob Dylan flair, I wish I could just do it, but I don't wanna you guys make fun of me because I can kind of like pull it off, because it's like this style, and you can just, I don't know, I can just do it, it sounds pretty legit, but I'm not gonna do it. It's a bit heavy for some, this song. For me, not. I love, me. I think this was an amazing song. But yeah, the lyrics, of course, the emotional side of isolation and being introvert. I know a lot of people are like that, and yes, they struggle with, just going out, and it's being amongst people, and I like to be home, but I do need to be like outside and with people, and I just enjoy it very much. But I know a lot of people who are like that, who are like, I don't like to be outside, and it doesn't have to be like anything negative, some people, that's just how they roll, but I get it. So now this one here, the third one, is okay, so again here, the Dylan-esque production of the song is pretty rough, but the lyrics and the message are powerful. Okay, this is from, let's see, Wagon Wheel Blues, 2008. So maybe because I don't know what order are these in. What's their first album? Let's see. Because that could be a reason. Yeah, it was their first album. Okay. It does. I don't care about, sometimes production is overrated. So let's go with the third song here. Arms Like Boulders. Here we go.
And so now that you realize that when it's all
So this one I followed the lyrics fully, and I love some things that he talked about. For example, and it's so funny because today we had the eclipse, and I hate to disappoint all the people that thought that the world was going to end and they were so sure this time. And I never believe in that. Like, I'm just like, come on, it's just an eclipse, And it was beautiful. Like, it was really cool. We're not exactly, it wasn't pitch dark like in some other places, but amazing. It's just an amazing feeling. And I've been in an eclipse before some years ago, and it's just like you feel so small, and like you can even notice how small we are as a planet. But I love that he said the planets are spheres with oil on the inside. Now that you've realized. And also little things, like driving the 101 from Mexico to California. We did that just 6 months ago when we went to Indio. We crossed the border to Mexico, hung out there a little bit, and then drove back. So that's kind of cool. And I don't know, just a couple of lyrics here talk to me, in a way. So, but yeah, totally cool delivery. I think the production was very good. Nothing too rough. I've heard rougher. But yeah, really cool. Like, I think I'm really gonna I would tell Alexia, like, hey, let's go and see these guys. And it's such a nice venue. You can like lay in the grass, or you can sit. So we've done both. We've like sat in the grass. Literally, you can lay there and just, look at the sky or at the band, but you can also sit, and it's a very, very cool venue. And so this one, the next one is a Kurt Vile solo, Loading Zones. So I think is a solo artist, not a like solo. Bottle It In is the record 2018. And this is called Loading Zone. So here we go with Kurt Vile.
Aching, but I cannot sleep, cause I won't be beat like I am the mayor of some godforsaken town. Sure, they knighted me yesterday, but who needs armor when I've an exoskeleton? I slip and squirm through the cracks, creep around by all the loading zones in my dirty little town. Get my shopping done, laundry too, drop some dead weight, clean my hands of what I need to clean my hands of. And all for free by mayoral decree, all from zone to loading zone of my town. Yeah. Three grumpy girls and a dying daddy, but oh so gorgeous the way they crave. How beautiful to take a bite out of the world. I wanna rip the world a new one. It just crawls out of my mouth anymore. You can hate on it, or you can hug it. You can get all mushy and lovey-dovey. It's all the same when I'm out there driving around, all from zone to loading zone of my beautiful town. I park for free. One-stop shop life for the quick fix before you get a ticket. That's the way I live my life. I park for free.
That automatic wah. Really cool. I loved it. Oh, wait. Not yet. Really cool. I liked the lyrics, you know. I didn't really, I mean, of course, and everything gets interpreted differently, but I really liked it. It sounds, it is indie, of course, and I'm sure that also the style by Kurt Weill is also like, indie, and but I really enjoyed that tune. And yeah, really fun. So we're back to the let's see, a deeper understanding. Let's see, which album is this? I think this is the third. Let's see. No, one. No, that's an EP. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth album. Okay, so we're back to the fifth album, called A Deeper Understanding. Holding On. This is the last song, and here Kevin didn't really provide me any information, but that's okay. Now, I do wanted to talk about, I've not recognized the sax player that you were talking about. So I'm gonna have to look. Who it is. Let's see here. That ghostly sax in the backdrop of these tunes, I don't know. Let me look. Because, and I barely heard it, like, or I'm going deaf or something. So the War on Drugs band, and then let's go to Wikipedia, and the Lost in the Dream and Deeper Understanding. Okay, Lost in a Dream and Deeper Understanding. Let's see, Deeper Understanding. Who's on the sax? No, I don't know him. John Natchez? I've never heard of him. And the one before, the Lost in the Dream. Wait a minute. Sax. Yeah, again, John Natchez. Now, call me, crazy if I've talked about him. I don't think so. I would remember, And then Wagon Wheel Blues. Let's see. That's the only one he could be on. That is not the solo album. Wagon Wheel Blues. Give me a second. Let's see. Well, this one doesn't have a sax. So yeah, I totally, I did not know who it was. And as the music was going on, I didn't recognize him either. So I didn't really notice, I must be completely honest. But yeah, I'm going to pay more attention on this one. Holding On is the last song. And here we go with more The War on Drugs. Here we go. That one was my favorite. Totally. That one was my favorite. I don't know why. I don't know. It was just like, you know, it got me moving, and not that the others didn't, but this was just my favorite. And yeah, like today I read a comment. Oh my god. And it's like, what is this? What is it with these young people? Like, they hear a guitar and they start moving their heads, and I'm like, that's what usually people do to music. So, oh my god, just people that are so sad, because everything kind of like irks them the wrong way. You know, when you're smiling, oh, you're smiling too much. Like, come on, like get a grip. You know, like the world ain't too bad. But this was wonderful. I love this band. I love the indie, you know, approach. I love the, you know, the Bob Dylan influence on them. It really shines through. And I love, you know, I love indie music, and I love to support, you know, indie artists as well. And this was great, man. This was great. I'm sure Alexia would love this as well. I'm definitely going to show it to her, this marathon. And thank you, Kevin, for choosing something completely different, you know, from what we usually do. We do a lot of very modern or very like prog or rock, and then but this kind of like slips through the cracks. I mean, there are people who request, you know, indie music, but not that many, because it's just like, the problem is it is not that popular, and it's also hard to kind of like make have people react to it, like not just me, but you are also reacting, you know, like when you're watching these, and to make people click on the video, it's like, oh, I don't know this, I'm not even gonna try, you know. That's the problem sometimes, that people kind of are afraid that it's not gonna meet their expectations or something like that. As someone who, you know, does these videos, I love that, because I can't think of those things, you know, like it's like I don't go in like, oh, what if I don't like it? Like most of the times I'm like, I'm sure I'm gonna love this, you know. I really don't care what it is. I'm gonna find something good in the music, you know. So I think that is very important, you know, to keep an open mind. And yeah, so this was wonderful. Now everyone, if you like this marathon, of course, you know, give Kevin you know, a shout out or something. And yeah, let us know in the comment section which one that you like. And like, again, you know, would you go see someone like this? Would you buy a record like that? And stuff like this, you know, just interesting stuff. And also, please do remember to like the video or dislike the video. That's totally fine. I don't care about dislikes, you know, it's still engagement, and you're being honest, you know. It's not everyone likes the same music. We're all very different, and we all have different tastes. And so I totally understand. So, but at least leave a comment, you know, say, of course, that be respectful. You know, there's so many comments, and I wanted to add a little, like, you know, when you are about to type in a comment, there comes a little message and says, please, you know, be respectful. Don't just type. You know, I think we're going to implement that. It's not going to prevent you from leaving a comment. You can still leave a nasty comment if you roll that way, but at least it's like, hey, you know, like, stop. There's a real person at the end of the line, you know, who's gonna read this. You really want to be nasty, you know, just like that. And I think a lot of people are doing that now, and I think it's gonna diminish the, you know, that initial like, oh, I'm just gonna write something and goodbye, you know. I don't know. I just don't like those comments that are, you see that people just didn't think this really through. They just like, you know, just some random comment just to be mean, or just to like, you know. And I think we're gonna implement that, and it's gonna fun. Like, hey, how are you doing? How's your day today? You know. So when you leave a comment, that comes up first. Like, hey, having a good day? Thank you for commenting. And, you know, so then you can kind of like think about what you're actually gonna say, you know. Because I think it's not just to dump your garbage in the comment section. I don't think that's what the comment section is for. So again, thank you so much, Kevin. This was wonderful. I really enjoyed every tune. The War on Drugs, and Kurt Weill as a solo artist, very cool, very unique, you know, very indie, and I like it, you know. I like indie music, and I like that they have these inspirations, you know. They go back to older music, you know, and that's like the beauty of music, that it gets, people get influenced by it, you know. So really cool. So again, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Kevin, for sponsoring the marathon. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one.